Awkward.
Welcome to the Hardly Heroes Podcast. High above the city, they shine in my spotlight. Commissioner on the rooftop, Double H in the night sky. For the sidekicks we fight, for the right crosses we throw. For the ninjas we injure, revenge on our foes. From crime alleys to radioactive insects, genetic mutations. Weapon X rejects our infinite arson and crisis. The walls are civil but secret. Here come Buddy
And
blaring through your speakers. Yeah, Hardly Heroes. It's clobbering time.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes, a podcast dedicated to movies, TV, and everything geek-related. I'm your host, Buddy.
And I am Aaron.
And we just got done
Pooing.
watching the other man in the room that doesn't look so happy. That is our tree, our Groot,
Are now
bummy Logan.
What's up, guys?
Debbie McDowner face.
Yeah.
I can't hide my feelings about the Venom trailer that we just watched.
Sure.
The second trailer that's come out now for Venom.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys go ahead.
No, I'd love
And
to
start
hear
it
why
off.
you're poo-pooing.
I know what he's going to say, but go
This
ahead.
movie is a 90s movie.
Okay.
It's a 90s, like Fox, Sony-ish
It's Sony.
superhero movie. They're similar,
Okay.
though, in their styles. It's a 90s movie with current technology. It's just
Right.
very attitude-y.
I
It's
like
almost
it.
it's like a late 90s, early 2000s
Amen.
attitude era. Like
Ratatouille.
this is it's
like
like
Ratatouille.
how can we remake Triple X but like a superhero?
Whoa.
movie?
Do not
Whoa.
bag on Xander Cage, okay?
Look,
I don't see any cars jumping off
I'm not
the
bagging
bridge.
on it. It's just had
with the
it,
parachute.
It had its time. Venom is such a good Spider-Man villain. Just
Right.
one of my favorite Spider-Man villain.
I know.
And I get what they're trying to do, and I will try to make an effort to not be so negative about it. But
Will you, though?
Yeah, but
I'll
see,
try.
you talk all this trash about Star Wars fans and how they're super negative, and you're already negative.
look, if
And you haven't even seen the movie.
I take any Star Wars character and just rip it out of the universe
Rip.
completely,
Rip.
and just go make another movie and pretend that all of the rest of it doesn't matter. Like if I just go make a Darth Vader movie, but there's no rest of the Star Wars universe. How are you going to feel about that?
Well, I would
you
get
know-
more Star Wars is
No.
what you
Wow.
would say. I get more Star Wars.
No,
I just
you're
wanna-
really taking it to an extreme.
I just want to
that I
correct
do
the
not agree
record.
with.
Triple X wasn't a 90s movie. It was a 2002 movie.
I said late 90s, early 2000s.
He said
He
90s.
said 90s.
Same general. The Attitude Era, all right?
You know what? You're right. Those movies, let's say 97 and 99. Fight Club, horrible. Matrix, garbage.
Boom. And boom goes the dynamite.
And Matrix had the 90s feel. It got the black trench coats.
Oh, yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu.
Trinity. But yeah, that was
Yeah,
horrible.
everybody wore just black leather in that
It's
movie.
the worst.
So bad.
All right,
Logan's
so
a little upset.
so then
It's-
tell me why I
it's
should be
very
pumped
rare
for Venom.
that
Tell
me
me
and
why I
Aaron
should be
are on the
pumped for
same
Venom.
page.
Tell me why.
Because it's the same reason why we try to tell Buddy to be pumped for anything Star Wars.
It's
'Cause
more content.
This is, yes, I get what you're saying. The feel is kind of like X-Men. This looks a million times better than any of the old X-Men.
Yes.
It's not it look, if this was in the universe,
Okay.
fine. Do whatever you want. Fine. That's all I'm asking. Just to rip this
Right.
character out and go do something separate. And how they if they can make this deal to me, like Sony and Disney
Yeah.
made a deal to get Spider-Man into Infinity War and
Sure.
and Homecoming and all of this stuff to put it into the universe. To me personally, you need to do that with Venom also. That's one
Yeah.
of Spider-Man's best
Yeah, but
villains.
here's the thing is, Sony doesn't own much, and they're trying to keep their hands on whatever they have.
Oh, yeah.
know.
And look, we have to do...
And if you really look at it, they went big name. They got Tom Hardy, which is a huge actor.
Well, no, he's pretty fit. He's not fat. He's
Yeah.
he's in shape. He's in Venom shape.
Venom shape? What's Venom shape compared to regular shape?
Way more toned.
Okay.
Less round.
More like...
More of a six-pack, less of a keg.
Okay. All right. That's
You know
what
I'm
I wanted to know.
But
okay. Makes sense.
we're just going to have to take a wait and see because I get what you're saying, but I'm still excited.
All right.
And Buddy's excited.
And they pull a lot of stuff from the comics.
Right.
With his eyes moving, the shield part, those, there's just a lot of like how it comes out of him. That's all from the comics.
All right. So let's just table this one and move on into the show. I feel like we could.
You know what I mean?
We could.
But he wants to talk about Star Wars all day. But
if you want to bury Venom before it comes out, we can talk about it for the next 45 minutes. I'm just saying we have other stuff. I feel like that might be a little bit more fun.
That's okay. That's fine. What do we got next?
Yeah, Logan. I mean, a lot of people are agreeing with you on Facebook.
Oh yeah, we're the minority, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
it happens.
All right. So
I think it looks cool.
It looks fine. It looks like it's gonna be a bunch of fun.
It does look cool. I'm not satisfied. It's an important character,
right? Like every other Star Wars fan.
I'm not satisfied.
I know. It's okay.
No, you know what though? If you like this movie, that will be okay with me.
Really?
And I will. Yeah, that's fine
For a buddy.
No,
like
if you guys want to like this movie, that'll be okay with me.
Thank you for giving me permission to like the movie.
If I was a Star Wars fan, I wouldn't. You'd have a very strict set of rules that you would have to follow.
Oh man!
To be able to like the movie or not. So last week, basically, we talked about San Diego Comic Con.
We did
a while. We did. There was a whole ton of different previews for different things. Basically, we just kind of railed through a lot of different previews.
Yeah.
Got super caught up in it. And we actually kind of skipped a little bit of one of the main things that we wanted to talk about, which was our round 3 of getting pumped up for Powerhouse Comic Con, which we just got back from, which was on Saturday. Where one of the things we got to do at this con was like just interview a whole panel of people from the Aliens movie.
Well, we didn't interview them. One of us interviewed them.
Who?
We as a podcast.
Sprinkles?
Sterling, buddy, you did.
We as a podcast.
Very well, I might add.
Thank you.
But it was a big group of people who are in Aliens, and we just kind of wanted to take that as an excuse to just watch Aliens and talk about it as a franchise, basically. I mean, how many Alien movies are they up to now?
73,506.
That sounds. I think that might be rounded up from like 7, but I think that's about right.
Yeah.
I think that's about right.
Because you're including prequels as well, correct?
Are you?
I would include
Prometheus.
What about
Alien versus Predator movies? I would even count those, honestly.
And then the new one with James Franco that's in it for like a second.
And
spoiler
Danny
alert.
McBride.
Yeah, Danny McBride. Yeah.
Anyway, so Alien movies, like the very first Alien movie was 79, 78?
I think it was 78, 79.
Something like that. All right, so let's take it back to just the first Alien movie that started everything. Because, buddy, you really love this movie.
I do. It really still holds up. There's only one part, and me and Aaron have talked about this. The one part that really doesn't hold up is when the actual alien comes out of his stomach.
The little baby one.
The baby one, and he scurries across the table.
Oh, it's so bad.
But besides that whole movie is creepy.
Yeah, because it's filmed in a way that's it's so suspenseful and it's scary. And yeah, the sets they use, it makes it look, the way they do the camera angles and they build suspense without showing too much. And it just works so well. It's still scary and creepy and gets you on edge. Still, I watched it a month ago, and it was frightening.
Well, and I love that part with the where's he at? There's all the chains hanging up in the wall, and there's water dripping down, dude. That part is freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I can't remember what he is. Is he a mechanic?
I don't know. I'm the wrong person to ask to remember things.
Yeah, that's true. You don't remember anything. But that movie is just so suspenseful, super scary, even to this day. And for that to be how it kicked off, you wonder if the second one could be as good. And I feel the second one...
Not as good.
You don't think so?
I didn't like it as much. It was good. It wasn't as good to me.
So the sequel to Alien was Aliens.
I get
it. What year was that?
81 or 82, I think. Maybe 83.
It was very fast
after. Wasn't too long after. I'll double check it.
Okay.
But what was cool about Aliens too is
Just aliens. You can just say aliens.
Aliens.
Plural.
Aliens. What's so fun about it is that, you bring in this huge cast of people.
It's all over, man.
It was actually a while later. It was 1986.
Shut up.
That's
Really?
what I
Wow.
thought, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, 86.
The
So
year of my
7
birth.
years later, that's like a Terminator gap almost.
Well, think about how long it would take you to, first of all, you got to write the movie. Then they had a lot of sets to build.
I think it was almost just like an evolution in the special effects.
Well,
like
and-
the difference in the effects is crazy from Alien to Aliens.
It took like 3 years to get Paul Reiser's hair like that permed. Like it was like it took a long time, and his hair is spot on in that movie. I forgot Paul Reiser was in this movie until I watched it a couple weeks ago.
Bro, look at that hair.
Boy, and Paul Reiser sure does play a Paul Reiser type.
Yeah, and
so
just
good.
just a little backstory, because I personally had never seen these movies. I just somehow hadn't seen them until recently, and we were gonna have this opportunity to go and talk to all these people. They were in Aliens, so I went back and watched them, and they were super fun. But I like just a little kind of a premise of what Aliens is about is basically there's just this race of aliens that kind of they like lay eggs,
Right.
and then there's a thing that comes out of the egg and likes to latch on to humans mostly. Humans' face mostly, and then they plant some kind of egg thing
In their
through your face,
stomach?
down in your stomach.
Right.
And then it like grows there, and it pops out, and then turns into this giant monster like almost immediately.
You don't need to hit my camera, dude. You just
Trying
hit
to
it.
knock it over.
That's fine. I mean,
Just because he's not on camera.
just bought it.
It's a new perimeter. It's a new perimeter that I'm trying to.
I'm
understand.
sorry. That was my fault. But
anyway,
anyway.
that's the premise of Alien, and so what's creepy about it is just a lot of like what's happening with the alien is in the first movie. You don't understand exactly what's going on, and it just feels kind of like a space exploration sort of a movie. And slowly they realize that they're all screwed because they've encountered these things at all.
And we didn't mention in the beginning, but Sigourney Weaver just kills it. Like, and that was back in the day where you didn't have a leading woman in like action movie, but a sci-fi movie like that. I think she was the first, and she just killed it.
Yeah,
she set the bar real high. Are you
I'm
okay?
trying to think if there's one before her.
I don't think so.
She was kind of a pioneer.
Not where she's like legitly is a hero. Like Linda Hamilton in Terminator 2 she's all right, I guess, but that's a lot later. That was like a 90s movie, like substantially later. She's like is super weak and docile in the first Terminator movie. She definitely is not the hero.
Yeah.
So I think you guys are right. But so that's kind of we heard a lot of things though about just that whole premise, and like, the fact that this was one of the very first movies that you saw a super strong female lead that was a hero and was very maternal and a lot of this stuff. And we heard some really cool stories from the people that we talked to who were in Aliens, and those, just as a reminder, it was Christopher and Carrie Henn, or Newt and Newt's brother, Rico Ross.
Christopher wasn't in the original cut. He's only in the director's cut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So from the original movie, he got cut, and he was never in it until they came out the director's cut.
That's pretty cool.
And that's how, people started ending up knowing him.
Is that why he doesn't have an actual name? It's just Newt's brother?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. That makes sense. No, it makes sense. Like, it sucks, but it makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Rico Ross, who was Private Frost, Cynthia Scott, who was Corporal Dietrich. So there was just a group of them,
right? The soldiers
made this movie together. Yeah, the soldiers and the kid.
Yeah,
basically. Yeah. So they're like, buddy, why don't you tell some of the stories from when you were interviewing them? Like, they talked a lot about just like
what was really fun about the soldiers. Like, Rico was telling me that they actually were encouraged to kind of customize their gear.
Oh,
and
really?
It was real metal, and they had to go through like military training. Like, shooting guns, and like they had to be able to fire like while like running and like jumping on the ground,
Yeah.
like laying flat out on their stomach. And they had to do a lot of drills, like getting ready for it. And they had to work out to like tone because they wanted their muscles to look bigger.
Yeah, didn't they say they went through like military training?
Did they have-
basically before?
Yeah, no, they had to.
Did they have Arlie Ermy like yell at them for 10 minutes straight?
He didn't name drop anyone.
I'm sorry.
And what he thought was crazy is Rico was telling me that he actually was going to put I believe it was his girlfriend's name over his chest plate and realized he was running out of room. So it said like, I can't remember if it was Chris or something he was putting, but it pretty much just stopped after like 4 letters. So people thought it was a man's name.
That's funny.
It was pretty good. And then,
Oh, man.
yeah, it was just really kind of cool of hearing like that they really wanted them to kind of take, ownership of their gear and make it their own. And a lot of the scenes of them together were ad-libbed.
Oh, really?
And he kind of let them just kind of go with it. And he would either tell them like, yeah, I like that, or no, don't do that again.
Yeah, I think Rico said his line like when they're first the pods are first all opening up after they're coming out of hypersleep, getting
Right.
towards the planet. His line of like I hate this job or something along those lines. Like that was his own
Yeah.
ad-libbing.
That's funny.
Yeah, and he said his favorite scene is when they're all eating together. He was like, it was just fun. And then what else I found out is, in the movie where they're poking the knives when he
Yeah.
when he does the knives over his hand?
Yeah.
That's real. And
Really?
that's his real hand. And what was crazy is he had trained for months before they had shot it with different kind of knives because they didn't tell him what knife he wanted to use. So he'd been practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing so he could do it fast. Well, because he didn't live in America, believe he was living in England, that he was flying over with this box of knives and they wouldn't let him in. And he was stuck in customs and they had to have James Cameron come down and actually tell them that it was for the movies, and then they released him.
Do you need me to get James Cameron down here right now?
Well, that time they're like, who?
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean,
not
No,
right.
Aliens.
Oh,
They knew
okay,
James
good. Yeah,
Cameron.
yeah.
I was
Okay,
about
good
to say
point.
they knew who he was.
We're
by
trying
then.
to. You're
Sorry.
holding up the Alien sequel right now.
But I thought that was pretty crazy. He was like, no, that was his real hand and that was his real reaction. And I was like,
Man.
how awesome is that to be like, all right, that's what we're doing. You know what I mean?
That's such a cool story.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
he
awesome.
said they barely sped it up, but he had been, month
Right.
after month after month of practicing.
Yeah, no,
so I
thank
thought
you.
that was pretty cool.
Some of the stories that I really loved hearing about is like you guys were mentioning how this is one of the first movies where you had a super strong female lead
Right.
in it, that just really kind of saves the whole day. And even in Aliens, like both of the survivors are female,
Right.
at the end of it, and the whole panel I think just had a lot to say about that, and just I feel like the stories that they told about Sigourney Weaver and just how she was on the set. Like, buddy, do you remember that story they told about, like, there was something that happened it was like some, like a caterer or something, like, got in a weird situation that wasn't really their fault, and Sigourney went and stood up for them really hard.
Yeah, it was some of the behind the scenes filming crew had done something and they had gotten kicked off the project. And Sigourney Weaver was like, no, and she made
was some
sure
kind
that
of
they got their job
Right.
It was
back.
some kind of misunderstanding
Yeah.
situation or something like that. Like, yeah, it was.
Yeah, they said that, like, she was very professional. She was always on time. She would
Right.
always, like, look out for everybody, not just in the movie, but behind the scenes, because they were just saying she just really cared, and she was just very professional, which was really cool, because if you look at it, she was the star of all of them.
Right.
And, Carrie actually says that she still talks to her, and, like,
Oh.
they have this great relationship still, which is really cool to hear
That's
about
pretty awesome.
so many years later.
Carrie's Newt, right?
Yes,
So
sorry.
she was 8 or 10 when
Something
they made
like
the
that.
movie.
Yeah, I think she was 8.
something along those lines.
And it was kind of funny hearing Carrie talk about being on set. She was just like, they kind of let me do whatever I wanted. She was like, there was these guys, in the alien suits, and they would be suspended and all this stuff. And she's like, I want to try that, and they'd hook her up and kind of let her do whatever
awesome.
she wants. And she was just like, it was kind of like I had free range of everything. But
Yeah.
she said she was almost, I like to call it like a day walker, but she said, the alien people that were doing all the stunts for that would kind of stick together, and then all the military guys would stick together, and Sigourney Weaver was kind of on her own, but she would just kind of make her way
go
through
through
everybody and just kind of do whatever she wanted.
Oh man.
So
That's
I thought
cool.
that was pretty cool.
So she's like the cheerleader for the movie,
Right.
A little
Exactly.
bit also. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. I remember another story that they told about. I think it was like, I want to say it was after the premiere for the movie, where like it was 20th Century Fox, I think, didn't have like a party set up for the cast or something, and so she had everyone come back to their hotel room.
Yeah, they had. She had everybody go back to, I believe it was her hotel room or a place she was living, and had everybody over, the whole cast and crew.
Oh, that's cool.
But they were at a restaurant, I believe, and they had to shut down the restaurant because so many people were trying to get pictures. And
Oh yeah,
like,
they were creeping in the windows.
yeah,
and
and
stuff,
creeping
right?
in the
Yeah.
windows and like trying to go in the bathroom to like meet them and all that stuff. It was pretty funny.
It's the worst. I hate when somebody tries to creep on me when I go to the bathroom.
But that's all Carrie Henn's ever done. She's only been Newt,
That's right.
which
That's
I thought was
cool.
pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
Like one of the things I really loved with that group of them is that they had this family dynamic amongst them for having been a part of this big, awesome thing together, and they told so many cool little stories about just when they would do these reunion things and get together, and it just had this like, we're just all cool with each other,
Yeah.
kind
I
of thing.
was really surprised. I mean, Rico Ross, he has a real big career afterwards. And like a lot of them, I really thought the panel was an hour and a half. I didn't think they would want to talk about aliens for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And we kept it going the entire
That's
time.
awesome.
And they had just all these cool little things of
Right.
like just stuff that I had no idea about the movie, and just kind of funny little behind the scenes and stuff. But it was really fun, like to just kind of hear, their whole story.
Yeah, there was some things I didn't realize like were put into sci-fi movies back then, like video conferences, like when her
Oh,
and
yeah.
her and Paul Reiser. And
Right.
at first I was like, oh, Paul Reiser just gave her the most legit business card I have ever seen, a clear business card.
Yeah.
That by itself was amazing. And then all of a sudden, she puts that clear business card in her little video conference thing. First of all, it's a little, like, you can just call him, and it pops up. It answers no matter what. He's just like, what do you want? He's asleep. She calls him. But yeah, the clear business card, which I think we need to get in on that.
We need to get
We need to bring
Yeah.
that back. And then the video conferences were like, that was pretty legit.
That was cool.
Yeah.
No, it was a super fun panel. Like, I was just really blown away with all their behind the scenes stuff that I would have never guessed.
Yeah, it was that the panel was it was just the headliner to an awesome con in general.
Right.
I mean, just for $8, it was such a fun day, and like people's cosplay was on point.
Oh my gosh.
The champion,
Oh yeah, she dressed up as
God,
Sigourney Weaver in the
In the cargo loader or whatever. it was.
cargo loader.
There's a specific name for it, and I can't remember the name
I
of
can't
that
remember it either.
that thing.
It was super. It was just like really cool, and seeing how excited they got over it was really cool.
right?
Oh,
And just hearing how they're all still really good friends is kind of crazy after so many years has passed. What do you mean, 32 years?
that's
Because it was
horrible.
in 86.
Right, and we are both born in '86.
That's
and
how I
we are
knew.
both 32.
32.
There you go. Thank you. Wow. I know you're old,
Yeah.
Logan.
I know, I am. I'm the old one. Aaron,
Yeah.
Did you get a cruise the rest of the con?
I
at
did.
all? Did you go to check out? Because there was kind of two separate rooms. We were in a room that there was a stage
Right.
with all of the chairs and everything set up. There was
Laser tag?
right? Laser tag was with us as well. There was
Yeah.
a few exhibitor booths. along with us, and there was another like big old hall
Huge.
where Gazbot,
Right.
friend
That's
of the
my
show,
boy Gazbot.
friend of the show, is hanging out. We met Gazbot at our very first Colossus Girl Con,
Which I was happy
And
that
we said-
I was happy that
Aaron-
I got to go see him because I got his 2 comics.
Yeah.
Okay, and he signed them both.
yeah. So Gazbot,
Because
Gazbot's
I told you to get him signed.
Okay, whatever.
he's an artist friend of ours,
Thank you.
basically.
Yeah.
That he goes down. He has some of the the most legit Power Ranger art
Oh, yeah.
that I've ever seen.
About 3 of them.
And him talking about, man, he is a busy guy.
Yeah.
He's just traveling all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, he's making that money.
How to get it.
Right.
Buy
And,
get him
that
for the dream.
merch.
and he's got a comic book that he's putting out basically like completely by himself.
Did you read it
basically.
yet, Aaron?
No, I haven't read it yet.
There's
Nice.
there's 2 issues of it that are
Yeah.
out now. And
I've read issue 1.
Yeah, I've read the first
Oh.
and not the second.
But it was just fun getting out there. I didn't really get to experience the con like you guys did.
No, you did
I
not.
spent a lot of my time up in the panels.
Yeah, you got like 40 minutes, about an hour maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Right. And I feel, it's like I don't want to get super negative here, but there is a little bit of
Oh.
that needs to be brought to light
I'm
here.
sorry, buddy. I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
Wait, Vernon Wells?
Oh. Poo on this Vernon Wells.
Look, so
fella.
we watched so much Mad Max. We were so hyped up to see Wes. We talked about the commando baddie this whole time. I wanted to hear what he had to say about the chainmail.
Nope.
Nothing.
Did not show.
But
Had a movie that he had to do.
I was bold. I was actually really mad about
but the
that.
interview
Yeah, it
with
was
the
a
girl
bummer.
that
Oh,
filled in
Rosa?
was
Right.
great.
Yeah, Rosa
Right.
was. Oh my gosh, I was kind of caught off guard with, you get in your head of this one person of what she's like on TV.
Right.
She's this wholesome mom on Nickelodeon, and she was super just kind of like. Just real and just like, yeah, I wrote a book about trying to chase people that play professional sports. And she wrote a book called Chasing Jerseys,
Oh,
which was
man.
super funny because she was married to a NFL player.
There it is.
Plays for the Giants.
Right.
And then what else was just really funny? Like just hearing her, she even made a comment that really made me laugh is there was flies. I don't know why.
There was
but
a
the
lot of
Oh
flies.
yeah, we were at the Alameda County Fairgrounds in Pleasanton, so there was a fly situation.
Well, and they left the
all
doors
over.
open,
What's
so
funny-
they just kept coming
Yeah.
in.
What's funny is you don't even know this. Alameda is Spanish for fly haven. Did you know that? That's a fact. Look it up.
real.
I dare you.
So
You won't look it
was,
up.
No, it was buzzing around her, and she's like, she's like, "What are flies attracted to?" And she's like, "I guess I'm just a pile of shit." And I lost it, dude. I was just like, I had to
man.
I stopped and I started laughing, and I kind of just looked at her, and I was like, "I'm totally sorry. I totally lost my place." Like I was so kind of caught off guard by it. But she, she got to work with, oh my God, why did I forget his name? From Married with Children.
Al Bundy?
Yeah.
Ed O'Neill.
Yeah, Ed O'Neill.
Yeah.
She got to work with him on Married with Children. Then she actually was in a pilot that was just like Modern Family
Oh, really?
with him before.
Modern Family.
Yeah, and then a year later,
close.
Modern Family got made. And
So
she was
close.
going to play the hot mom
Oh, okay.
or his hot wife.
Same thing.
She has the same accent and everything. It was super
Oh.
funny.
She was really cool. Did you? So I don't think Aaron saw. So I try to when we go and do these cons and interview all these panelists. I try to just get a program
Right.
signed by everyone
Oh my
that we
gosh.
get to interview. Hold on here. I see it up on the shelf right there.
Oh,
Just,
okay.
just
Yeah, no
describe
problem.
what
On the
she
shelf?
did, buddy, while I grab it
Oh,
to show
dear.
Aaron.
So Logan sometimes, since I've been talking to him most of the day,
Right.
he'll be like, "Hey, can you get this signed?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I don't mind." So
Yeah.
I'll get his program signed.
There it is.
And she was not on said program.
Oh, so it's like,
So I was like, "Hey man, I was like, "Hey Rosa, I know this is gonna sound really weird, but
Hey,
can I
man.
get you to sign this for me?" Where Vernon Wells is,
Yeah,
And
because
she's-
she replaced Vernon Wells.
right.
basically.
Yeah.
And so she is like, "Okay," and what does she do? But defile his face on said program.
Man, Vernon Wells is really cute now.
Yeah.
He's got long
So
hair.
she takes a black Sharpie and draws like long hair and eyelashes and lipstick.
That's really
Which was
funny.
really
signs
cool
it.
of her, and she was super nice. And
Yeah,
man.
they were all super nice. Like the Power Rangers girls, they were super nice.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
That was a
I
good
mean,
panel.
I didn't know if we were gonna get into it just yet, but I had something to tell you guys.
What?
So I brought up in said panel that I am the Red Ranger.
Oh, come on.
And that you guys don't believe that I am said Red Ranger.
No, nobody does. You're the Brown Ranger.
And
Brown Poop Zord.
hold on.
Orange,
Kara?
Orange Ranger?
Is it Kara?
Ciara.
Ciara.
That's why
Ciara
the-
told
that's
me,
what the eyes there
she
for.
goes, hey, if you believe you're the Red Ranger, you're the Red Ranger. And I was like, yes!
Oh,
So
okay.
that's on audio.
That doesn't make it true.
It does make, she's a Ranger.
No. Okay.
If she's a Ranger, then that automatically makes me Red
Hold on.
Ranger.
Let me just try something right now. I think I am a 7-foot tall piece of drywall. Am I? Am I a 7-foot tall piece of drywall?
You know what?
Yeah, but did a Ranger say you were a 7?
No, that's not the validity of
If
it.
she's a Yellow Ranger and she says I'm Red Ranger, I'm good.
I just like the next con, please, for the love of God. Aaron dress up as a 7-foot tall piece of drywall.
Yeah,
the
that
most-
would be
as a
the
awesome.
most
character.
boring costume. What are you? What, you can't tell?
I'm drywall.
I'm drywall.
I'm drywall man.
Isn't it obvious by the drywall all over me?
I'm
7
drywall.
feet tall?
I'm drywall man.
No. I'm not drywall man. I'm just a 7-foot tall piece of drywall.
And you're gonna say who made an appearance at the con? Manny.
Oh, I was gonna say Bird because she was there
Manny
late.
was there. Goat was there. Bird was there. It was fun to get the crew out.
Everybody
Yeah.
was there. Bubba Gump got a reunion.
Oh yeah, and Birdie and Bean was out there. It was a lot of fun, dude. I had a blast. I just wish I could have hung out with everybody a little bit more.
Yeah.
It was a little sad.
You know what? We all do what we got to do.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't
We all
get to
do
see
what we
my
gotta do.
pals.
You know what?
got to
And
see
we
me
got
right
to
now.
riff. We did a little impromptu show, so people that were there are the only people who'll ever see that show.
Yeah, it was
That's
like
right.
15 minutes. About 15 minutes.
It was like 20 minutes.
Yeah, basically.
Really? Oh, it flew. It went like that. That's how quick it was to me.
We had a gap between panels,
Right.
and I saw amplified sound and the stage and
Right.
an audience, and I was like, no. We're not going to just let this sit around
Next
here.
time, we're going to come up with some material.
Right. But it was fun. It was me, you, and Brandon just up there on the mics.
Messing around.
Yeah, we did good. I mean, you talked mostly because you were in that zone. You were in the zone
was
of
already
talk.
in
Right,
it.
right. So I just because there was so much echo and like I didn't want to interrupt you.
I
We
don't
all
know.
talked, but it was like, but Brandon, man, he really was like, hey, yo, come up here, get on the
I was
mic.
laughing because in the beginning he was too focused on Instagram, and I was like, "Hey,
was.
dude, get off and like actually interact with these people."
Oh,
and then he finally was like, "All right."
Yeah.
But he was just
It was awesome.
riffing with everybody, and
Yeah.
it was
great.
super fun. I didn't
guys-
get to see a lot of the cosplay, which I was a little sad about.
Yeah, a lot of them came through.
Yeah.
though, honestly, but it was just the champion was the champion.
Yeah, I didn't think I would see one better than that.
Yeah, she was amazing. So I do have, so before we move into our next installment in Sprinkle me some conspiracy, I do have one more story from the con that I want to tell.
A little tease.
That is fun.
Oh, good, because I still have one as well.
Okay,
I
good.
do.
Maybe we can just pass the story wand around the. Did I say wand?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go ahead and put that one down.
He's a Harry
and just go
Potter
into my
fan
story.
I got a story wand for you.
Anyway, so I brought my Captain America shield to the
Specto
con
Patronum.
Oh, this was awesome.
because why? Because why
you-
wouldn't
yeah,
you?
you always
Obviously,
do.
like
It's-
I mean, it's amazing.
Right.
That shield rules. Everyone that sees it that likes Captain America at all.
Or any. It doesn't even have to like Captain America. They just like the memorabilia.
Right. But especially Captain America fans have zero choice.
Oh, yeah.
So when Buddy was interviewing the aliens panel, Christopher Henn, Carrie's brother, who was Newt's brother,
Correct.
when Buddy asked the "Who's your favorite superhero?" question, some of the rest of the panelists were, trying to like come up with something that was very, world PC or whatever. He's like Captain America.
Oh,
didn't even hesitate. He's like Captain America.
at least he knows.
Done. And I heard him say it, and I'm like, this guy needs to see the shield. So when the panel was over, they all went back to the tables where they were signing autographs and stuff. And I picked up the shield and I walked back over there, and I was like, dude, check this out. And he's like, whoa. Like, he's like, that's awesome. Like, you want to hold it. He's like, no. I'm like, yes, you do. Yes, you want to hold the shield.
You know you do.
We got
Everybody
this
does.
We got this like 5-year-old boy to hold it. He could barely.
You can't not. So he takes the shield, takes a picture with it, and then I go down with Buddy, and we're talking to another one of the panels that we got to do, which was like the old school Hollywood panel,
Right.
which included Timmy from Lassie.
Yeah,
course.
which was awesome.
Like that whole panel was awesome.
That
in
was a
general,
lot of
but,
fun.
Like Lassie, I know that show was on much before my time, but when I was like 6 or 7, that was the show that I remember being my favorite.
Oh, my dad was jealous I got to interview
I
him.
told you he's old, man. What are you, like 35,000 years old?
It's
Jesus.
ridiculous. Anyway, but I was holding the shield as we were down there talking with these guys, and he's like, I like your shield. That's cool. I'm like, you want to hold it? He's like, I'm like, yes, you do. And it's always about spinning it around and
Yes,
showing the back with the
you got
leather
to.
straps and everything on it. It looks so dope. He's like, all right. And he stands up and puts it on. So Timmy fell down the well, and then he put on my Captain America shield and took a picture.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I need those. I need to put those on Instagram.
I know. I don't know where that. I think they were just like personal photos that they took. They exist somewhere.
Shucks.
Tweet him.
But it was a fun story. This is why it's fun to come out to these cons. These are the fun stories and takeaways that you can get hanging out with us or doing your own thing. Wait.
Oh, and another shield. Sorry, before you hit the little button,
boo?
shield story. We had you guys weren't there.
This was good.
This I don't think you know this. Maybe you were there. This group of like 20-ish-year-olds, like early 20-year-olds came by, and one of them was like, "Oh my gosh, your shield is so dope! Like this is great." And then their friend comes walking up, and he has a shield too, but it's like literally made out of tinfoil.
I think I saw that actually. I think I saw that guy.
And
in
it
his
just
shield.
like he just looks at your shield, and then he just looks at the ground and just keeps walking.
My favorite was I heard that Brandon Goat walked up to the table and was like, "Where's the shield?" And the shield was missing. And Aaron and Manny were both looking at their phones.
We were just on our phones.
And they just look up and like Goat said their faces just turned white.
Right,
and Manny just starts walking around like freaking out, thinking he's going to have to beat up some kid to get the shield back.
He showed up right like just after John Prost was done holding the shield.
Yeah.
Because I just ran by the table and snagged it really fast
to
go show it to Chris.
You know what it is? We probably saw you take it, but in our heads, right when Brandon said that, we're like, well, maybe we didn't see him take it.
Yeah,
maybe,
not enough.
Maybe did someone take it and we were just sitting right here?
Oh my God.
Because we
I
were
wish
literally
I could have seen
a
that.
foot away from it, both of us.
Yeah,
and we were
that's
just
pretty-
on our phones like a dumb millennials.
You know what though? I appreciate that you guys understand the gravity though.
Yes.
If the shield was stolen,
Yeah.
how heavy that would have been. So I appreciate the response.
It would have been a Hardly Heroes witch hunt. That's what it would have been.
Well, the hardest part is Logan is the shield is him. Like I feel it's like a part of him, like Captain America.
Well,
a little bit.
And that's the thing is like at this type of event, unless you're with us, and even if you're with us, nobody would bat an eye of some guy just walking around with a shield.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, "Did you steal that?" Nah, dude.
Yeah.
This is no.
And
Bye. I'm
that's
going to my
a
car.
legit shield, but he
Right.
brings it to every con and not even a con that we're going to be at. Any con that he just goes to.
You know what's funny?
He
Is
rocks the
you don't
shield.
even know this, but he took it to somebody's funeral once. He just
Really?
had it all along with him. Yeah, he just had the shield.
I mean,
It's his comfort shield, is what it is.
I get it.
It's like a blankie.
It's like a blanket.
Yeah, it's like when people bring on ostriches onto planes. It's their emotional support peacock or something like that. This is his emotional support shield. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
He has paperwork and everything.
Sprinkle me some conspiracy, Sprank.
Oh my gosh, it's been a long time, right? It's been about a month.
I feel like people have been really wanting.
They've been clamoring.
So was it last week or the week before that we decided?
Last week.
Last week. Oh, and we have to do the bonsai.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to that.
So last week we had a lot of enthusiasm. We've had a lot of enthusiasm for Sprinkle Me Some Conspiracy.
Yeah.
Which is my segment in the show where I bring up a conspiracy theory, and I try to
Sprinkle it.
kind of sprinkle it in and make you guys believe in it. Make it not a conspiracy theory. Make it reality.
Yeah.
And we decided on the Jay-Z is a time traveling vampire story.
I like that.
Which, after some research, which I did, it's more of Jay-Z's a time traveler. The vampire thing, I mean, maybe just because he doesn't age as much, but it's really Jay-Z's a time traveler. But in that, I found more celebrities other than Jay-Z that people think are time travelers, which is crazy.
Who are those?
So can we pull up the website?
Yeah, no problem. So basically what we're going to do is just throw up on our TV screen here that we have in front of us in the studio some pictures of some of these supposed time travelers and give our opinions on whether or not we think they are legit.
Thank you. And I'll just go through them. So I didn't know this was a thing, that there's all these celebrities, like with the Avril Lavigne thing, somebody thinks she's a doppelganger and the real Avril Lavigne's dead and blah, blah, blah.
But you believe that.
Well, yeah. I'm saying blah, blah, blah because we already talked about it.
Okay, all right.
But this one has like legit evidence of old pictures of people that maybe could be celebrities that we know now right today. Look, we all know Johnny Depp is a weird dude.
Oh, definitely.
Even back in his early career. Friday the 13th, or was that Friday the 13th he was in? He got sucked up by the bed.
Yeah, but Johnny Depp was in 21 Jump Street when he was real young.
Was he though?
Yeah.
Because I think he's been around for way longer than that. But I believe that one because Johnny Depp is so weird. I could totally believe that he's a time traveling vampire or whatever. Now next. Oh, Eddie Murphy. Now that one. That's from like the 1920s, okay?
His nose, the guy on the left, his nose is way bigger.
Okay, I'm not going to bring noses or facial structure into this talking about Eddie Murphy, but I think this is legit. Look at the hat. If he was wearing that same hat that's in the picture, I know this is really sucks for like an audio podcast, me describing pictures, but trust me.
Are you going to post this on Facebook?
The link to the website? Yeah, I'll post the link.
Thank you.
So that's Eddie Murphy. Granted, I'll give you, that one's not as good. Okay? Not this one. Jay-Z, my man.
How? That's a horrible picture. You can't even see him on the left.
Okay, go to Google and type in time traveling Jay-Z and go to pictures. Because
that picture is not very good. But you feel that looks like him?
Logan, what do you think? I think that's Jay-Z.
It really, really looks like Jay-Z. It really looks like Jay-Z a lot.
That's where he gets all of his inspiration for his songs. Why do you think he's a number one hit? He is the best rapper in the biz.
You know
why? Because he goes back in time and he steals everybody's stuff and he has the best music because he can just pull from everybody.
Back in time and steals everybody's music.
Exactly.
Wouldn't he go forward?
No, he can go back. No. He doesn't. He goes back and forth. He can go either way. He's a time traveler. Come on,
This
man.
is some pretty weak Sprinkle Me Some Conspiracy.
No. It is not. I am all for this. I love Jay-Z, and I actually appreciate...
I mean, they do both have bags under their eyes.
They do. And it's just that facial structure, the length of the face. I bet if you put one of those hats on Jay-Z, you'd be like, whoa, that's him from 1929. That's him.
So this whole thing, I kind of feel like I have this theory that there's maybe, like 40 different kinds of people that you can look like really total. And then you just end up as some kind of combination of that total amount. And I feel like just, there's... Jay-Z might be one of those people, and I think he just happened to live also in
1939
or whenever this picture was.
1939. I am so on for this, but and there are others. I didn't so in doing my research, I didn't realize there was a subculture of the internet dedicated to finding these time travelers. Like there's groups dedicated to unraveling this conspiracy. And I've joined all the clubs. I'm a member. I'm a card-carrying member of all these time-traveling celebrity clubs.
What's your number of member?
Like how many?
What's your member number?
My member number? 0086862254356225.
Wow.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
impressed. Can
Hold
you
on.
say it again
I
one
wasn't,
more time?
I wasn't ready. I didn't have my pen.
008686225549. Something like
You're
that.
missing some digits.
Whatever. I'll give you my digits later.
It's close enough that I wouldn't be able to correct you.
Thanks.
So I will give it.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I don't.
So yeah.
So
That's look, it was a rough one.
So he's not a vampire, but you believe he's a time traveler.
Right. I don't think he's a vampire, but I do think he is a time traveler. Jay-Z.
Sprinkle me some conspiracy.
Yeah, so once again, I'm going to say it. If you want to email in some conspiracies, not celebrity clone conspiracies, and now not time traveling celebrity conspiracies, email them in. I'll read them. Give it some time for those genres. Okay, I'm not going to do Tom Cruise because everybody knows he's a weird lizard. Everybody knows it.
That does all his own stuff.
Why do you think he's 56 and in the best shape of his life? That doesn't happen naturally. That only
He
happens
hasn't
if you're
had
a time
a carb since 94.
he sheds his skin every 5 years.
That's what I'm saying. So yes, we know that it's not a look. It can't be in the conspiracy theory. Sprinkle me some conspiracy if it's fact.
True.
I can't talk about it. So just hold off on those.
I wonder if people would buy a shirt that said "Sprinkle me some conspiracy." Not you.
I would buy it
Talking about listeners.
if the design was cool enough. I bet they would.
It almost looked like a black hole behind you,
Oh, I love the black holes. Those are great.
or maybe an avocado hat.
Avocado. I love my avocado hat. What do you got, Logan?
All right. So I got a little stack of news here, but we're kind of running a little low on time. So there's just one story that I went and pulled that I actually feel is quite relevant to Hardly Heroes that I wanted to bring up really fast. Where is it? Here we go.
What are you directing traffic at an airport, buddy? What are you doing?
Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah, that's a movie.
Digital release was Tuesday.
It was. Did you
Anybody
buy it?
pick it up?
Did you buy it?
I did not yet.
I bought the Infinity War comic issue 1, that just a new release, not the old one. I got it right here.
Issue Un.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to mention this
What about
because we
Sank?
did,
Stop it.
our first real big event was the Hardly Heroes Avengers Infinity War opening weekend fan experience.
Thank you.
Correct.
And I feel like the release of this movie, out for home consumption, kind of, it triggers a little bit of, it's like it closes its cinematic ride. I think you can still see it in theaters a little bit. But I just kind of wanted to go back and reflect
still in
a little
theaters.
bit.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. But
Oh, man.
so box office totals domestically are over $673 million now.
Jeez.
Worldwide has passed $2 billion.
Wow.
That's just stupid money. Like that. Like
Oh,
what are you Apple? You getting $1 trillion on the stock market? Relevant.
Did they beat? Is Avatar still number one?
So I got some comparison numbers here. So and this says Infinity War will end its run around 675 to 680 domestic, below the 683 adjusted gross of The Dark Knight, and its global total should end up around 2.045 billion. So it will remain the 5th highest unadjusted domestic grosser, behind Black Panther.
Oh wow.
Did you guys
Wow.
realize that Black Panther actually beat out Infinity War domestically?
That's crazy.
Not across the world, but domestically it
Yeah.
did. So it will remain the 5th highest unadjusted domestic grosser, behind Black Panther at almost 700 million, Titanic at 660 million. That's counting the reissue in 2012.
Oh, okay.
Then Avatar at 760 million.
The Last Airbender? I love that show.
Star Wars The Force Awakens at 937 million.
Oh,
is the top.
What a measly amount. Ugh, they're so behind.
That's crazy.
So it'll be the 33rd biggest inflation-adjusted grosser and the 30th biggest adjusted for inflation grosser sans reissues. So it sold more tickets than Grease, Mary Poppins, 101 Dalmatians, and it's the biggest summer movie ever in unadjusted domestic and global grosses.
Hey, Logan, you're grosser, okay? Don't need to be all rude about it. Rutabaga.
Sorry.
Winnebago. No, rutabaga.
So
what's you squinting? Do you need your reading glasses, old man?
It'll end its run as the third biggest overseas grosser of all time, behind Titanic and Avatar.
You're a grosser.
So basically,
it'll come in third.
Massive.
Yeah. That's, I mean,
we contributed.
We did. We sold out a theater.
Dang right.
We did. Nobody went just for Infinity War. Everybody went because of us.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pumped to be able to get this movie for home consumption because what was your one complaint that you had? Do you remember?
Wasn't loud enough.
There was no buttholes on the dinosaur.
Loud enough.
I want to do it for the second one.
What another movie event?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we will for sure. Are you kidding me? But for here and now, I just can't wait for Infinity War to come out for when I can get it for home viewing. And just watch it as loud as it needs to be.
Man, what do you guys both are old men? You both have hearing problems or something?
It's not hearing problems. I just sound is important to me, and I like to feel my sound.
What was that? I can't hear you.
Exactly.
That's my old man.
Don't you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was the one thing in the news that I didn't want to bring
by
up.
the way, I'm still waiting for that.
Oh, I got you.
Bobby's World.
Sidekick mail.
So we got some sidekick mail here, fellas.
Oh, I love it. Do I know about this?
For brand new listeners that might have picked us up at Powerhouse Comic Con, sidekicks, that's what we affectionately refer to our listener as. We're the Hardly Heroes. Our listeners are sidekicks.
Unless you're a villain, which are only 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm. So, we have a sidekick mail from Rebel Scum.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
One of our favorite listeners. So he starts out saying, to quote the great summer classic blockbuster Independence Day, "Hello, boys, I'm back." It's been a hot minute since I've written, huh? You guys miss me? That's rhetorical because I know you did. Anyway, it's been a while since I've written in. I guess there's so much to talk about, so be prepared for a kind of long-winded email here, but we'll restrict it down to just the past couple of episodes.
Okay.
First thing I want to mention, Mad Max. Absolutely love Mad Max.
He knows.
The Road Warrior is an absolute classic action movie to watch, but Fury Road might be the best straight-up action movie I've seen in years. Until maybe a Mission Impossible Fallout, because supposedly it's insane.
I want to go see it.
But let's not forget about the recent Mad Max video game that came out a few years ago. Insanely fun vehicular combat and mayhem in that game. Aaron.
Yes, Logan.
I know we've had... No.
Oh, sorry. You were pointing at me, and I thought you wanted to talk to me. Sorry, keep going.
I'm trying to...
You are Rebel Scum.
I am Rebel Scum.
I got you. All right.
Aaron.
Yes, Rebel Scum.
I know we've had our differences in the past, but I'm willing to put your blasphemous words of not caring for Lord of the Rings behind us if you give the original Mad Max a try, because I think those are some you'll actually love.
Oh, yeah.
As usual, me and Buddy are on the same page. He
Always.
put Road Warrior over Thunderdome, and I have to agree with him.
Yes!
Look.
Thank you.
Thunderdome
is crap compared to Road Warrior.
I have no objection to watching Mad Max. I really want to, because I want to actually...
And then you're going to watch Lord of the Rings.
No. Well, if I am forced to, yes, I'll watch it. But as of right now... Nothing's on there's no at all future. I will never watch it unless I'm forced to.
What if I bought you a dad hat?
No, that's not worth it.
I felt like it was.
No.
It would hurt me to buy you a dad hat.
I almost bought a dad hat. We went to the mall this weekend. It was right after we came back from the con. It was Saturday. I found a dad hat at Hot Topic. They were on sale. It was a black dad hat with a donut with sprinkles on it.
Why did you get that? That's
I don't know. I did get something at Hot Topic, though.
All right, cool. So we got that out of the way. Here's what I wanted to say about your last episode.
Yeah, what is it?
San Diego Comic-Con produced a lot of cool trailers, but I'm kind of surprised you guys aren't excited for the new Godzilla movie. Maybe I'm in the minority here, but even though Godzilla was barely in the first one, I still thought it was awesome.
About 17 minutes.
The ending fight to that movie was pretty badass in my opinion and made it worth the watch. This new one looks pretty dope. Maybe it's just because I've always enjoyed Godzilla and his battles with the giant monsters and his unsuspected team-ups with some of them. Hopefully this one is as good as I think it will be. Kong Skull Island was honestly a surprise hit for me as well, so if they're leading up to a battle/team-up of Godzilla and Kong, I am so down for that.
So here's the thing. I didn't see the original Godzilla. I know Bryan Cranston was in it, and I know, spoiler alert, he dies pretty quick. But I want to see Kong Skull Island because all I've heard is good things about it. And we got Loki and Captain Marvel in it. You can't go wrong.
I should watch it. I have never seen it.
But I do want to see this one. This one looks good, and I'm a Millie Bobby Brown fan ever since Stranger Things, even though she only has like 5 lines in the whole show. But I do want to see it, so...
I also have to agree with you guys. I think Shazam looks so fun. DC did great with the trailer.
You.
Let's see if they pull through with the movie. They have a track record of releasing fun, interesting trailers and bad final products. Fingers crossed for this one.
Yeah.
My biggest issue was the fact that you guys are actually excited for Titans. I honestly thought it looked so bad. The trailer alone tells me it's going to try and be dark and edgy and probably super cringy. Also probably poorly written.
Whoa.
Maybe I'll give it a shot when it comes out, but who knows because I'm really not looking forward to the DC streaming service. I don't really think the market is there for it in all honesty.
Well,
I think the only thing that's going to help them is that every single comic book will be digital.
right. And on there.
Yeah, I think that will be a huge benefit for people.
Well,
and the 90s Batman
Well,
series.
no, what I'm like, there are hardcore DC fans. Our good friend Nick, he's getting this service. I can bet you he is. Jeremy, friend of the show, Jeremy, not Jeremy, the Raspberry Pi Jeremy. He is getting. I know for a fact he's getting this.
He's
Hardcore
a huge
DC
Batman fan.
DC fans will be getting this. I'm probably going to be getting this, probably just for the show, but I'm going to get it and I'm going to watch Titans. So yeah, I'm excited. But
yeah, I think it's with all the stuff there. So it's really just going to be a DC streaming service. It's not a video streaming service. It's a DC service.
what are you talking about? There'll be videos like movies.
No, but I'm saying what I'm trying to say is it's you can stream comic books, you can stream TV shows, you can stream movies. It's not just like this Titans thing is,
right.
In some views it's like this is the only reason that I would ever do this in the first place, and for some people it's an afterthought.
I think it has more than like the CBS All Access where it came out and it said, hey, get CBS All Access, pay $7 a month and only get Star Trek Discovery. No, you get so much more with this. Like, I am excited.
I really wanted to watch Star Trek Discovery.
I know. It supposed to be really
super
good.
cool.
I think people will sign up for the DC service just the comic books.
Right.
Honestly, I mean, that's enough to get me to want to try it more than just the Titan show.
Yeah. So, that's fun. Is that it? That was a long email. You were right.
That was it.
Okay.
Thank you
was
for
right.
writing in, Rebel Scum. I missed you.
I wanted it to be over. There is a little bit more here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Last thing I wanted to throw in was this. I side with Buddy. I think him and I are both Red Rangers.
What?
Yes!
I got your back, buddy.
There can't be two Red
Yes,
Rangers.
Rebel Scum. You know it. Red Ranger power.
Anyways, love you guys. Love how great every episode is. Love the topics. Love the competitions and the new conspiracy theory segment. Keep it up, guys.
Yeah.
You guys are doing great, and hope you had fun at Powerhouse this weekend.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Rebel Scum.
I think we had a lot of fun. Right? Did we have fun?
Oh, I had a blast.
We did have a blast.
And now, me and Rebel Scum, like always, we're in an alliance. We're Red Rangers.
I don't know about all this.
Yeah, it's true.
No.
You know what else? Can you give me a poll that we brought up on Facebook?
Oh, I'll give you a poll. All right. Give me a second. So we put up a poll.
Yes.
Because I got a bonsai tree from Home Depot.
Bonsai
From Home Depot.
So we put out on Facebook, what should I name my tree?
Correct.
And my favorite was the guy that was like, it's going to die in 5 days.
That's not a name. I'm not going to name
But it
my
was
tree
really
dead.
funny. I laughed.
So I put it to a vote of 2 different names. One, Buckaroo Bonsai,
Which was really good.
or Irritable Bonsai Syndrome.
Also
Both very good.
both phenomenal names.
And I'm Logan didn't vote because he's not on social media.
He's not. He's really probably not going to be either.
That's okay. So I was surprised, actually. I was very surprised at the outcome. With 41% of the vote, Irritable Bowel Syndrome, Bonsai Syndrome. With 59% of the vote, Buckaroo
I
Bonsai.
can't believe Buckaroo Bonsai won.
And there was only one comment on it. There wasn't a comment on the poll itself, but there was a comment on the poll when I shared it onto my page, and that was Julia.
What did Julia say?
She's a little mad at me because I made the last two, the two finalists. I didn't put Ezra Miller as one of the 2.
Oh.
And I get it. I love the name Ezra Miller for a plant. It's just silly. But what she doesn't know is right next to my bonsai tree is I'm growing an avocado tree from seed, and that's going to be Ezra Miller. Woo! Man, that's loud in my ears. So, Julia, don't fret. My avocado tree is named Ezra Miller now.
Well, thanks for everybody that participated in the vote.
So many people.
Because that was fun.
But between everybody coming up with names and then voting,
It was really good.
oh, it's great. So, yeah, thank you guys. That was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Do we have any iTunes reviews?
Look, I got to rush through a whole bunch of things because I forgot to do Days of the Week in the beginning of the show because we talked about aliens.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do Days of the Week. Then I'm going to do iTunes reviews.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do movies. How does that sound, guys?
Fantastic.
First of all, today is Dinosaur Day.
Ooh, what's your favorite dinosaur?
I
Velociraptor.
knew you were going to say that. That's why I didn't want to say it. Megalodon.
Brontosaurus. They're the
Nobody
Did you
tallest.
say Megalodon?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was kind of caught off guard by that.
National Coloring Book Day.
Ooh.
I like me some coloring books.
I like coloring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
National Ice Cream Sandwich Day.
Ooh, do we have any ice cream sandwiches?
We do not have any ice cream sandwiches. So now, as I was saying, we're not done.
Buckaroo Bonsai.
So we have 2 iTunes reviews.
Ooh, what?
2.
What are those? I'm surprised.
Oh, I'm sorry. You never heard of this.
No.
So yeah, this is only our. Oh no. Oh, we have 64 iTunes reviews. What you do is you go on iTunes, search Hardly Heroes in the search bar.
Yes.
You look it up. You see these little rate and review. You click on it. You click 5 stars. You write something funny, something cool, something silly, something bad. I don't care. Just write something. I'll read it every time.
5 stars preferably.
Please.
And
But
thank you.
we got 2 new reviews.
Yeah.
2 new reviews
2 new reviews
for you.
I
2
said
new
2.
reviews.
for you.
We were totally off there. So the first one, titled New to All This, ... 5 stars.
New to all this.
Yeah, the title is New to All This, ...
Okay.
4 dots. 5 stars. The writer is Newbie818. It says, recently discovered all the Marvel series backstories on Netflix. I am now hooked on all things Marvel, etc.
Wow.
This show is a great vehicle for learning more.
We're a vehicle now.
What? I don't think anybody's
Wonder what
ever
kind of
said that about our
vehicle,
show. Love the discussions and movie reviews. Can't wait to go to my first Comic Con. Thanks.
Wow.
That was
We're a
from-
vehicle.
Very nice.
Can I be a Subaru?
What other car could you possibly be?
I know. I would call my name would be the Sub.
Super Soup?
No, just the Sub.
Okay.
I had a Sub.
I know.
1987
That you put
Subaru
your
Legacy
drums
station
back in the
wagon.
back.
What happened to it?
It died because it was a 1987 Subaru Legacy station wagon. That's what I learned to drive stick on. It's the worst. So can I move on? I'm trying to rush through this. Our next iTunes review. Once again, go to iTunes, search Hardly Heroes, go to review, put one out for us, 5 stars, please.
And thank you.
The title is This Show is Awesome.
Ooh, I like that.
5 stars.
Yes.
This one is from Calf and Fortel Ife. That's how I read it. But I think it is
Calf. I like Calf.
CA Fan for Life. I think that's what it is. Anyways.
Cal fan for life.
Calf Fan for Life. Yeah.
Calf.
I think it's Calf. So this one said 5 stars, by the way. I don't know if I said that. 5 stars. I think you guys are doing really well after a big change and can't wait to see what you guys do for the next fan experience.
Ooh, I love the fan experience.
I don't know about the future. I'm glad she has a crystal ball, or he.
Calf.
And that was it for the iTunes reviews. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, thanks for doing that.
Whatever you write, I will read. Whatever you put your name as, I'm going to read it.
Calf.
Or whatever numbers you have. I'll say every single gosh dang number. Just do something, man. And then the movies. Come on, the movies this week. The Spy Who Dumped Me with Mila Kunis and that one girl from Saturday Night Live. What is her name? Kate McKinnon. It looks fine. It looks whatever.
Kate McKinnon is good, though.
She is, but I'm over her, man. Like, she's
Really?
funny, but like I'm oversaturated with Kate McKinnon. Like, she's getting more popular, so you're seeing her in more movies. I love her on Saturday Night Live. The characters she does are wonderful. But I'm just getting...
I might give it a chance.
And then we're getting the Obi-Wan movie we've been waiting for. Christopher Robin. Where Ewan McGregor plays Christopher Robin. And can I just show you something? So there's Christopher Robin, buddy, right?
Yeah.
Let me just block the R. Block the N. What does that say? Obi. Yeah, conspiracy theory? I think not. I just proved it.
He just blew the case wide open.
Obi-Wan, you're my only hope.
If this is your only hope for a movie.
That wasn't a good comeback.
I thought it was.
No. So, Christopher Robin. It looks really sad, and you got all the feels of Winnie the Pooh and all of them. Looks really creepy.
Many feelings.
Oh my gosh. So, and that's
Many
the movies.
Winnie the Pooh feelings.
That's all I got. I brushed through that. Thank you guys very much.
Make sure you guys tell your friends about our awesome show. And you can find us on Instagram at Hardly Heroes. You can find us on Facebook at Hardly Heroes. You can find us on Twitter at Hardly Heroes.
There it is.
And email the show in at hardlyheroes@gmail.com.
Correct.
And go to hardlyheroes.com and you can find all our sayings, all our villains,
All our pictures.
all our pictures, everything about the shoe.
You can see our ugly mugs.
That's true.
Can I just say before we end the show proper, I'm actually sad we don't get to do the whole all caps, no spaces thing anymore.
It's funny you say that. I was real sad about it too. I almost said it when you were doing stuff. I was like, Hardly Heroes, all caps, no spaces.
No, we got to get our next event queued up real quick. That's all that means.
And we have to have that promotion
Yeah,
code.
that's going to be our promotion code from now on. Hardly Heroes, all caps, no spaces.
Anyways, sorry.
You guys have a good night.
Bye-bye.